that they come around because the person living there invites them in, but that's not always the case. Often it's that I don't really want these people here,
Sure.
but they're coming anyway, and I don't really have the strength or the capacity.
I'm going to butt in again.
To say no.
I'm going to butt in again. I talked to a guy that I was surprised what you just said. He found a guy that was homeless, and he won't mention the organization. They found him, they give him housing. Next thing you know, they see him a month later. He saw him.
Right.
I said, "What are you doing?" "Well, I'm homeless."
Yeah.
"I found you a place last month." "Oh, they came in, and they told him, you got to get the hell out of here. We're taking over."
Right.
I hear they go and gather, use this as a hangout. And then they get them kicked out because of the noise. But I never hear telling them, get out. I never hear that. But you
so
see,
we've had to do that. We've had people who have not been able to control their homes, and we first try to understand what they're doing and give them tools to do it. So it's like, okay, can we help you put a sign on your house, and you got to tell people, I'm sorry, I'm not answering my door.
Of course, their language is the F word. So stay the fuck out of my place. I know it's a tiny home with the guitar and everything, but you got to speak the language to communicate. Get the fuck out of my fucking place.
Right. And some people can do it, and you help them, and they go and they realize you have to help them realize if you don't figure this out, you're not going to be able to keep your house because this is your house, not everybody else's house. And so you work with them on that. And if they can't get there, then they're not ready for maintaining housing.
They got a GPS on the house?
A GPS?
Yeah.
Oh, they don't move.
Oh, yes, they will. Oh, yeah, they got their own house. Hey, I got my own house. I'll sell it to you for $1,500. 4 o'clock in the morning, they'll be jacked up and gone. Yeah. You don't have no GPS on those those tiny homes?
No.
You better get one. You've been warned.
I move them myself, so I know they're pretty difficult to move.
Are they difficult? Hey, those meatheads, they could do anything. If there's money involved, they would grab that. Okay, Charlie, focus. So what are you trying? How many meatheads is there up there that choose to be called? What they call it? What they call it? These poor souls, these poor children of God, or these poor. What's a good name that I won't get myself in?
Well,
shit?
I don't know what your definition is.
A guy that takes, or a woman that takes meth.
So there's people that have a whole variety.
Addiction, mental abuse disorder. Okay, whatever. Okay, we'll call it. We'll be polite. Abusive disorder. How many you got up there?
Well, I don't know what the number is, and I probably wouldn't,
dare to guess?
What's that?
You wouldn't dare to guess?
Almost everyone's on a different, there's people on every end. We have people that have been in recovery for years, and they've got their, coins and this whole thing, and we have people that are ambivalent.
What's that word?
Ambivalent, don't care about their current substance
Is that why we've seen abandoned bicycle in the forest? I hear it was an abandoned bicycle around there.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Tomorrow I might go there.
Yeah, go have a look.
Yeah.
But
there might be a dead body too if I ask too many questions.
The idea is this: is that in anything you do, there's people who, if you think about the barriers to a independent life, some people have a few barriers, some people have a lot of barriers, some people have a ton of barriers. If you currently have some mental health challenges and an active substance use disorder, and you're ambivalent about it, so you're like, I'm fine with it, then coming along and saying, forcing somebody to take this program or this program, the data is really clear, it doesn't work.
It could bring a horse of water. Yeah.
But inviting people to the programs, that is and you can only offer things when people are ready, you know. So basically, you invite, you offer. You know, we run recovery groups. I have a counselor on staff. We run things every night, and we have people that come and they decide. Okay, at this point in my life, this is what's important, and I want to work on this, or you know, I want to work on something else. Now, there's individuals like, you know, you probably heard this week we opened a cafe, right? Did you hear that?
Yes, wasn't that when
in Pickeroons? Yeah. So in Pickeroons we have a cafe now, 12 Neighbors Cafe. We have community members working there, but there's community members who are a long ways off from being able to work in a cafe, right? But there's some that are there that literally were, you know, in a tent last year, housed this year. Now
so
working.
How is it? What the fuck do you want with your coffee? Is that what it is? No?
No.
Oh, they're polite, they don't swear?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's a start.
Articulate, smart, polite.
Oh, they're smart.
Yeah.
They're always smart.
Yeah.
But they could always manage to find that goddamn money to buy crystal meth. They're smart. Mm-hmm. Where the hell did that come from? I don't know. But, you know, they are smart. But they can, if you succeed to do what you plan to do, you will be a billionaire.
I don't think so.
You know how many places around this world that's trying to find the issue, to settle the issue of crystal meth, and how to treat these people with decent respect? And plus, then they want to be treated by the community in a good, passionate way, and they will show it in return that they can be treated.
Mm.
There hasn't been no solution. Okay, enough. Come on here.
The squirrel in the wire.
Oh, I know. Yogi, you bad boy. Come on here. But if you find a solution, or...
I don't think what we're doing is a silver bullet or anything that's like, you know, it's like this. There's some things that are really simple, but not necessarily easy. So, for example, eating healthy. It's pretty simple. Exercising, that's pretty simple.
Yep.
Right? But it's not easy because most people don't do it. Why is that? Because it's hard,
okay,
right? Yeah. And so I think that for us, our formula is really simple. It's offer people housing, come alongside and help people with what goals would you have in your life? How do we help you overcome these things? And to those who can, move toward something that you enjoy doing, you know, that you can do, feel good about, get paid. It's pretty simple, but it's hard.
Yeah.
It's really hard, you know, because you go, okay, here's somebody, they get housed, but they came out of an abusive relationship, and their client is still in it a little bit, you know? So then you're like, okay, here's this person, they're trying to move ahead, and then they're back with this other person again, and then something happens, and you know, people often will go a few steps back, a few steps forward, and I think all our formula is to just kind of offer those opportunities, right? And the biggest thing I hear of the people in our community is just when they were living outside, they felt completely like nobody
cared.
Nobody cared. Nobody offered anything.
They still don't care. Many still don't.
Sure. But they now feel like they have some people around them who will care. You know, who will say, you know, oh, you know, I was about to hit my 6-month mark, and I screwed up last night. Okay, you know, we're not going to
throw you to
banish you, but we're going to listen, and we're going to be like, you want to.
What are you, some kind of a psychologist? You can listen to these people. Is all somebody else's fault? It's never their fault.
Well, that's the whole locus of control. The idea that do you live with a mindset that everything in your life